Oh, yeah! Or as Macho Man Randy Savage would say before, oh, yeah!
Yeah! Woohoo!
Aaron
Welcome!
Bordador!
And Rico Robles in the house, y'all.
Looking nice. Looking nice. Should be like a level up. You know how like rappers, like they go, yeah, we in the house, but nobody lives in the house no more.
Right?
Could be like in the con.
You mean not in the hood anymore? Because we're not living that lifestyle.
We in the village.
Yeah,
right?
it doesn't sound so cool, actually.
Actually. But welcome to the program. We got a lot in store for you. You know, yesterday we did leave off the show with that ultimate diet trick that we were talking about, and that could pretty much be the topic today. Plus, we got a lot of juicy stuff in local showbiz. You know, last night Sanjo actually said that they have broken up. Bea and Sanjo are no longer an item. What bothered me more is the way he was sitting when that interview was being done. Also, Lord of Sense, Joel Cruz has spoken. You know, a lot of the netizens are a bit angry because if you see, they showed a photo of the child, like 2 kids, twins, but the nannies were wearing a mask. So they're saying it's a discrimination whatsoever. So he did react about it already.
Speaking of discrimination, you know, Sam Smith is actually ranting on Twitter. So we're going to be talking about that. Plus, if you love 2.5 Men, wow, you might just see Charlie Sheen very soon with his co-star, John Cryer. For what, though? Oh, it's going to be super duper juicy, so stay tuned.
Love that show.
I know, me too. But no mentions if Ashton Kutcher will be there. But what is it? Wow, you guys will find out in just a bit.
All right, so welcome to the program.
He's Rico Robles.
And she's Karen Bordador.
And he's a monster.
And she's a monster.
Monster.
I'm a monster too.
Manila's hottest. RX 93.1.
Do celebrity birthdays in just a bit, but for now, some Chainsmokers Roses. If you got a request at RX 931, it's all out. Manila's hottest.
Celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthday.
Celebrate your birthday today, January 21st. Happy birthday, local celebrities. Richard and Raymond Gutierrez celebrating their birthday today. One's a host, presenter, that is Raymond. The other one's an action guy. So, happy birthday. I think they are in Dubai.
Oh, wow. What are they doing there?
Like the crew, the unit. That
shooting.
No, just hanging out, I guess. Just checking
enjoying life.
Just checking out Instagram. Also, Glyza De Castro, rocker, musician, artiste, and also great actress, Glyza De Castro for local showbiz. And if I'm not mistaken, Jugs of Itchy Worms. But if you go to Hollywood, let's go touch on some of the few that's celebrating their birthday today. Let's see, start with Hakeem Olajuwon, NBA player, NBA great Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon turns 52 years old today. Also, Gina Davis from Aliens and other great films, 59 years old. Also, the late Jam Master Jay of Run DMC he would have been celebrating his birthday today. Also, singer Billy Ocean turning 65. So if you are celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday. And later on, we're going to have the lucky numbers, lucky callers.
Yeah, and that's coming up in a bit, and you just might get lucky.
Celebrity birthdays. Celebrity birthday.
Let us request Clara Bennett with a track called No Greater Love. Your Monster with RX 93.1. Do request for it. Some OPM. No Greater Love is the track at RX 931. 11 games on today's NBA sked. We're in Toronto. Beats Boston today, 115-109. Plus Cleveland winning against Brooklyn Nets, 91-78. Washington Wizards beat Miami, 106-87. Philadelphia winning against Orlando today, 96-87. I'll have more to scores in just a bit. We're in Sacramento. We'll take Atlanta versus Portland.
Madame Capalaran. You might just get lucky. Madame Capalaran.
Hello.
If it's your birthday,
Yes, 21st of January, you might just get lucky. Your lucky colors are yellow, lemon, sandy shades. In other words, like you have to have that citrusy vibe going on. And for your lucky days, today is actually a lucky day of yours, and Tuesday as well, and Sunday. Now for your lucky numbers, 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, and 75. Now for the number 21, which is today, your birthday, it means that you will have a very promising, successful career if you overcome the initial hurdles. So to maintain a healthy mental attitude, you should pursue your artistic and poetic interests.
Wow.
And these activities will help to keep in check the excessive work streak that people born on this date possess. So there you go. Get lucky and happy birthday.
Madame Kapalaran. You might just get lucky. Madame Kapalaran.
Hello. It's me.
He's Rico
And
Robles.
she's Karen Bordador.
And he's a monster.
And she's a monster.
I'm a monster too.
Manila's hottest. RX 93.1.
Manila's hottest Monster Radio, RX 93.1. It is 11:11. Make a wish. And the time and songs brought to you by Century Tuna, the country's #1 in Globe. Find what inspires us in Go Surf 50. Start now with Globe Prepaid.
Rico Chismoso. Local Showbiz. Rico Chismoso.
Okay, let's talk Love Showbiz. See what people are up to. You know, last night on Tonight with Boy Abunda, we're in Sanjo Maruda has confirmed that they broke up.
It's so funny how they would have to have like an entire talk show just to announce that we have broken up, right?
Talaga eh, big star. Diba?
So they were just traveling all over, and then suddenly the hoodie. What was that about?
It's all about mystery kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so they haven't yet. Coming up next edition of Local Showbiz, we'll talk about Lord of St. Joel Cruz, wherein he did release a sort of a semi-statement on that picture that he had the nannies all covered up and all on, I think it's a christening or the binyag of his second set of twins. We'll talk about that in just a bit. And also, the road schedules and the schedules of Miss Universe. She is going to be arriving January 23rd, and we'll tell y'all where she's going to be,
How
what she's
do
going to
we
be doing.
stalk Miss Universe? That's all we want to know.
Exactly. That's all coming up next edition of Local Showbiz.
Rico Chismoso. Local Showbiz. Rico Chismoso.
Good morning, it's the Monster News with me, Karen. This is big. Charlie Sheen will appear alongside 2.5 Men co-star John Cryer in that NBC special with the Friends reunion. So this is shaping up to be quite the event. While the cast of Friends has been back and forth about taking part in NBC's upcoming James Burrows special, another iconic sitcom has been confirmed as part of the tribute. So Charlie Sheen and John Cryer will now both be coming back for a mini 2.5 Men reunion next month. So must-see TV, a tribute to James Burrows, already has an all-star lineup thanks to Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, David Schwimmer, Matt LeBlanc, and a pre-taped Matthew Perry's involvement. But the addition of Chuck Lorre's CBS staple just kicked things up another notch. So Charlie's inclusion comes as a bit of a surprise, seeing that he left the show on pretty poor terms thanks to his stint in rehab after trashing Chuck and calling John a troll. But it's really nice to see that they're back on friendly terms. So they'll be reuniting on Sunday, February 21 at 9 p.m. and we're just super duper excited for it. Anyway, up next, Sam Smith defending his social media rant. So stay tuned for that. For now, that was the Monster News to me, Karen, here on Monster Radio, RX 93.1.
The latest from Mika Javier called Other Side.
Sounds really nice.
Oh, yeah.
She's so gorgeous, Mika.
yeah.
Like, she's got assets. You know what I mean?
I don't look that way. Try my best.
From a girl to another girl,
Yeah.
wink, wink. You got it going on.
Hey, quick scores. NBA, we did mention 11 games on today's schedule. Let's see. Golden State destroyed Chicago 125-94. Wow, what about it? What about that score? All right, so we'll talk about more of that in just a bit. Now, new things happening for the Balikbayans out there.
Yeah, you know how it is when you're just so excited to bring all these things to the Philippines because, well, you've been working so hard and you want to make people smile. So Balikbayan boxes are the way to go. Or, in other words, pasalubongs.
Amoy States.
Yeah.
After.
When you open the box,
Amoy America.
especially if you've never been to the US, like smelling whatever's inside.
We do that.
It's
We
like,
gather. We gotta go.
Tapos,
Amoy States.
and then lahat tayo, bango. And then what's inside? Okay, normally
Sabon.
toiletries. Yeah.
Sabon na nakabalot sa tuwalya.
Chips, like all these cheesy stuff. Or branded items like yung mga designer bags, which I love.
For me, cotton swabs for a whole barangay. I don't know, with my mom, she goes, mahal yan dyan.
Because they have like in big
Thicker
amounts.
down or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So ako naman, okay, mom. Thank
So,
you.
good
Underwear.
news. Yeah,
Socks.
underwear also. And used stuff. But either way, we love using what our titas got from before. But okay, so this is big news, okay? From 10,000 tax-exempt limit for the Balikbayan boxes, they have now increased it to 150,000 pesos. So if the value that you've mentioned about your box is like around 100,000, you're tax exempt.
So,
Oh,
for
diba?
short, this will encourage people to declare everything that's inside.
Because now, you know, the value is a lot higher. And, of course, they want to allow all of us to make people happy here in the Philippines.
So once again, it's now
50,000 pesos for the tax exemption. So if it's 151, then you gotta pay up taxes.
So you cannot hide all the expensive bags anymore.
No.
You must declare.
Yeah, and it's a good amount.
So there you go. That's what's up. The 1975, there's some new music. This one's called The Sound. It's RX 93.1.
The Monster Election Countdown. What you need to know so you can vote wisely.
110 days to go!
Oh, yes. So if you think you're, let's see, as you approach your polling area, people may hand you sample ballots with names of candidates on them. Turn them down. They shouldn't be doing that. And you shouldn't be accepting them. That list of candidates isn't your list. Make your own list and bring it when you vote.
The Monster Election Countdown. For the national and local elections on May 9, 2016. Vote honestly. Vote wisely. A public service campaign of Manila's hottest. Monster Radio RX 93.1.
Radio RX 93.1. Hello to Kimmy Fernandez, also to Carla. Welcome to the show, Janine. Hi to Jan Gillian. And also to Akosi Binsoy. What up, guys? Hi to Jay and Erwin Nader. Also to Earl and to his wifey, Hazel. Good morning to you. And also, Jose, thank you so much for listening.
All right, let's go to some sports real quick. It has started. We're in the press conference for Junior Rafael Dos Anjos and Conor McGregor. It is crazy. He called him a gringo. He is trash talking. He said, if you witness me before eating salads, imagine me eating steaks. I'm eating steaks every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, even as a snack.
Oh, that hurts.
Straight up.
Comparing food, that hurts.
You know what I mean? And the crazy part about it as well, Conor McGregor is on his trash talking game, is that he shaved his head.
Oh.
So he's semi-calvo. So what up?
Oh,
No more
right
pomade for his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Straightforward. So of course the fight will take place. Also, Holly Holm and Misha Tate seem to be very, very friendly towards each other. But the other two, oh man, he was calling RDA a fake Brazilian. He's gonna send him back to Brazil because he has a bunch of Americans training him, and he has to go to Brazil and actually get his own hotel. This is, of course, for the UFC. This exciting stuff for the lightweight title. If you missed out yesterday with the news as well, with BJ Penn coming off of retirement, looking to fight Conor McGregor as well. Everybody wants a piece of Conor. As you know, he is the money train, the money guy for the UFC.
Good luck to BJ Penn, though. He was losing for a while.
He
and
was
now
getting
he's back.
beat up. Yeah.
Hopefully we see that, feisty BJ Penn we want to see.
Let's see.
Yeah.
But the big question is, will the wife of RDA bring out the red panties.
Oh.
Because it's payday. You know how it goes, man. Let's keep it going. How about some Kendrick Lamar, Rico, and Karen till 1 here on The Monster. DJ Snake, Bipolar Sunshine. Tracks called Metal Monster at RX93.1. Don't forget it is a Thursday today. Heard on Thursdays, medieval astrologer Resi Santiago with predictions for 2016. Awesome track right there brought to you by people of CTphFM on a tasty new tune while you fill up the Colonel's Way with the new KFC 99 fill-up box.
Rico Chismoso. Local Showbiz. Rico
What's
Chismoso.
up to homie Oliver Ojeda? How you doing, Mr. Furniture Jedi?
Hello.
And also to Carmela, they're tuned in. They're on their way to Tagaytay. What up?
Have
How
fun.
you doing? Do drive safe. Eat the bulalo. Eat the mushroom burger. And what else can you actually... And buy some brooms.
Brooms?
Yeah, and first, I don't get... Here's when you travel, right? Like Tagaytay and all the provincial areas. Hello to Tole to say as well, to Mika Javier,
Hi.
to Cheska Gutierrez, as well as Quest. What's up? Tuned in. Earl Ortanes as well, tuned in to the show. I don't get is that they got a lot of like buko pies. And it's the same brand. And it's across the street from each other.
So why? Because it's traffic in that area.
I don't get it,
And then
but-
like when it gets really, like super stock, everyone's there. Parang people actually just get off their cars and buy.
And what you gotta give it up to the sales ladies because they gotta make the sale and they have the same products. You know what I mean? So it's like really skills game going on.
May isang area done with cheese and like the others don't
Cheese?
have.
What
Yeah.
kind of cheese?
Like
Quesong
sprinkled cheese on top of the buko pies.
Really?
And they sell it not just like as a big pie, but like little small ones in one box. So it's really yummy. They differentiate the taste naman. Not
Really?
everything's
They all
the
taste
same.
the same, if you ask me. They're all sugary and custardy and whatever. All right, let's go talk a little showbiz. Let's go first with Pia. Words back, her schedule, her itinerary. January 23rd, Saturday, she will arrive. And January 25th, a Monday, she'll be at the Malacanang Palace for a courtesy call. Senate courtesy call, homecoming parade on the 25th Monday. This is, of course, the route of this or the route of this event is Manila, Makati, Araneta Center, Quezon City. So expect heavy traffic for this one. January 26th, Tuesday, there'll be a courtesy call to the offices of the city mayors, courtesy call to the House of Representatives. January 27th, which is a Wednesday, will be Charity Day. January 28th, Thursday, will be Miss Universe Homecoming Special at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. So that's the itinerary for her. Prayers to Wendy Valdez, former PBB housemate. She suffered a miscarriage. She just got married recently. She suffered a miscarriage. So recover, get well soon, and hopefully you'll be blessed with a child. Speaking of blessings, Matt Evans has welcomed a new baby. This is, of course, Pedro Pinduco for PBB as well. Matt Evans, congratulations, and his wifey for a new baby girl, if I'm not mistaken. So there you go. Quick ones. By the end of the show, we'll talk about Joel Cruz and what he had to talk about his baby and all that. That's all coming up next for Local Showbiz.
Rico Chismoso. Local Showbiz. Rico
Brand
Chismoso.
new from Weezer. Thank God for girls. RX 93.1.
Monster Radio RX 93.1. Now it's the latest from Fallout Boy, Irresistible. Hope you're liking that one. Right now it is the Monster News with me, Karen. Sam Smith is defending his social media rant earlier this week where he vented his frustrations over a friend who was verbally abused racially in London. So yesterday he posted the following series of messages on Twitter, which cost a lot of criticism. He said, "Just experienced my friend getting verbally abused racially in London. I'm absolutely speechless. I never, ever thought that would happen here. Absolutely speechless and hurt." So he continued, "I feel like I have to shine some sort of light on it. The police were so unhelpful in the situation and it's deeply shocked me." So now, just hours ago, Smith shared on Instagram to fans to clear the air about his intentions for talking about the incident on Twitter. He said, "For the record, I was merely sharing an experience I had in the hope it would draw attention to how ridiculous it is to be racist in 2016. This is not about me in any way. It's about a deep-rooted issue we have in our society that we should not think that it should exist." So FYI, he used to be bullied for being gay, so he is taking this to heart. Anyway, Up next, a diet tip you'll surely love, so stay tuned. For now, there was the Monster News with me, Karen, here on Monster Radio RX.